Today's core bite is number 12, and you should know the routine by now. Number 1 says Morgan's vegetable garden measures 6 feet long and 5 feet wide. I want you to underline 6 feet long, 5 feet wide. So the length is 6 feet, the width is 5 feet. The question is, what is the ratio, or what is the comparison of the length to the width? Now, whatever is mentioned first right here in the question must be written first in your ratio. So, what is the ratio of the length to the width? So you're going to pause your video and choose the answer that shows the length being compared to the width. Pause your video and answer number 1. Okay? The correct answer to number 1 is B. The ratio of the length was mentioned first, and the length was 6 feet, and then the width was 5 feet. So the ratio is 6 to 5. If the question had been, what is the ratio of width to length, then it would be 5 to 6. It's very important that you know whatever comes first in this question is the number that is written first in the ratio. Also, keep in mind that you will have one similar to this on your quiz. Your core bite quiz will be next Friday. Number 2, which integer? An integer is simply a positive or a negative number. So which integer represents a loss of 5 pounds? Pause the video and underline that information. So you've got to look at your choices and determine which one of those would indicate a loss of 5. Think about what a loss means. Pause your video and answer number 2. The correct answer for number 2 was B, a negative 5. When you lose 5 pounds, that's going to be a negative number. If it said what integer represents a gain of 5 pounds, then you would choose the positive 5. But for a loss, that is a negative number. Okay, number 3 is asking you which of these equations show the identity property. Now, unless you learned this in elementary school, you may not quite understand this. So we're just going to go through this one together. So I'm basically going to give you the answer for number 3. The correct answer is C, because if you'll look, it is showing that the only number that you can add to x to equal x is 0. The only number that you can add to x to get x, which is the same identity, is 0. So the correct answer is C. Number 4 is asking you which of the following shapes, solid shapes, would be formed if we took this net and folded it up. Imagine that we took this and folded it and made one of these solid shapes. Which one would it make? Pause your video and answer number 4. Hopefully you remember from elementary school that a cube has square faces, and these are all squares, and there are 6 of them. So that is why when you fold this net together, it will form a cube. So number 4 is C, cube. Pause your video and correct it if you missed it. Number 5, you're given a line plot, and the title of the line plot is Cost of CDs. And the question is asking you which of these intervals of money shows the cost of the most CDs. So if you will look on your line plot, most of your X's, which represent the CDs, fall in that range right there. So if you will pause the video and draw that on your paper. Now that you have drawn this and you know you're looking at where the majority of the X's are, I want you to choose which one of these intervals those X's fall between. Pause your video and answer number 5. You should have chosen B as your answer because most of those X's that we drew a circle around fall between $19 and $21. $19 and $21. So your answer is B. Now, make sure that all of your core bites are complete for the week. Turn over to the other side of your sheet and make sure that your name is on the top of your core bite sheet. As soon as you have checked to make sure that all of yours are complete and that your name is on it, I want you to take it right now, get up out of your seat when you're done with the video, and put it in the work drop area in the appropriate drawer. You are turning this in and I am going to grade it. So end your video and do that now.